So now we want to talk about the condition that's affiliated with living with intention. So living with intention really focuses in on what how do you start your day? What are you focused on when you start your day? Now, you have to be careful about developing a selfish mindset. And, sometimes people think, well, Karen, I want to be focused on doing things that are going to lead me further down the road to success. Isn't that going to make me selfish? Not necessarily. Again, we go more into the chapter about what it means and why it's so important for you not to develop a selfish mindset. But I can tell you, one of the surest ways to prevent the selfish mindset from settling in is to make your intentions, when you set them in the morning, set them on purposing yourself to make a positive impact on another person's life. And in that way, you are focusing your attention on someone else, but also receiving the benefit for yourself because you're having a deeper impact on another person's life. Now, sometimes we go through difficult situations, difficult circumstances that make it seem a bit of a challenge for us to be thinking about other people. And I can think of some situations that I've been in where it was a little bit of a challenge for me to think about doing something for someone else. But let me tell you, the key that helped to me to navigate through that situation a little bit easier. If you find that you are a person that is dealing with difficult circumstances such as a hardship, and you're wondering how in the world can you purpose yourself to do something positive for someone else, I will tell you, when you make that change and you determine that you're going to be intentional about having a positive impact on someone else, you shift your focus off of your own problems, and that opens the door for your perspective to change. Now, talking about how we change our perspectives and the effect that they have on our everyday life, that's a whole nother book, it's a whole nother subject, but it still has a role in living with intention. When you begin to focus your efforts on doing something positive for someone else, you make that intention, and I should note you do this at the start of the day. That's when you change your perspective if you're going through a difficult season. And all of a sudden, when your perspective changes, your difficulty doesn't seem quite so extreme anymore. So read this chapter with vigor, take notes, make changes if you need to. I've left some tips on what you can do on how to become more intentional with your living. But I want to highlight one thing. Intentional living is not something that is done automatically. It takes practice. So be sure to be kind to yourself as you begin to embrace these techniques. If it's something that you've not done before, give yourself a little leeway and understand it takes repeated effort to make this a routine habit. But living with intention is a surefire way to deepen your impact on others.